Hi everyone, I'm MaryAnn. I'm a voice coach and visual artist from Singapore, currently in Singapore, and welcome to another installment of my weekly vlog series, Find Your Voice. So, this is where I share what I've learned in my singing journey so far, well, singing and expression journey so far, as a singer, as a voice coach, as a singing instructor, and I want to share what this journey is really all about because it's more than just about improving your voice. It's more than just about learning how to sing a certain song that you've always wanted to sing. It really comes down to how you want to express yourself to the people who matter to you, how you want to express yourself in the workplace, in the different settings in your life. How do you make yourself heard? How do you stand in your power and say, hey world, this is me, and I'm not going to apologize for who I am. The singing journey is really, really exciting and it's really rich. And ultimately, I believe it's a journey of getting connected to yourself again. And getting connected to what is it that you really want to express because ultimately, your entire life and your dreams and your passion and how you truly want to live your life is an expression of your entire being and of who you really are and who you truly are. And so to me singing is a great tool to get connected with yourself again. So today's topic, I struggled with this a little bit this week because I just came out of a personal transformative program that lasted 4 days, and I'm in a really chill state right now, which also means that I don't want to get anything done. I just want to chill and do nothing and just be with myself. And so I was having a hard time thinking of a topic because nothing was coming to me. And then I realized that the thing that was coming to me was just the fact that I just want to chill and be with myself. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So that inspired me, and I'm just going to come up with something based on that. So part of singing is about us being able to connect to a more authentic side of ourselves. And because in order to be able to express what you really want to express, you have to be connected with who you are. You have to be connected with your emotional states. You have to be in tune with your thoughts, with your feelings, with exactly whatever it is that's going on inside of you at any point in time. The problem is that in today's modern lifestyle, we are always busy, busy, busy. We are constantly on the move. We have so many commitments, so many obligations, so many distractions. And with technology, it has improved our lives greatly over the last few centuries, where one of the benefits of technology is that it saves us a lot of time, because something that used to take up a lot of time before, like for example getting from one place to another, now we have shortened that a whole lot because of the different modes of transportation and how they have developed over the years, just as an example. So when we have all this time that is freed up because of the convenience that technology brings about, somehow, unconsciously or consciously, I don't know, we fill up that time with all these other things which aren't necessarily important in our lives, but somehow because there's all this space and time now, we just got to fill it up. It's like when you buy a big house, you have to find a lot of stuff to fill it up with, right? And then you feel that, oh, I'm out of space, and then you go get a storage unit, for example, and next thing you know, that storage unit is like totally filled up. And that's how people end up having a lot of items and having a lot of belongings, and they have no idea why that is the case. There's a whole psychology thing around that, which I'm not going to get into in this video. But the key thing that I wanted to share today is how important it is to really just take time to be with yourself. The only way to be able to truly express whatever it is that you're really feeling, and what you really want to say and express to the people who matter to you, or however you want to engage an audience as a performer or presenting something at work or being a speaker on stage, the only way to really be engaging and really connect with your audience, whoever they are, is to be emotionally connected with yourself. And the only way that you can be emotionally connected with yourself is if you even know whatever it is that you're going through right now, and how to tap into the different emotional states that we have been through in our lives. Because sometimes at this moment in time, maybe you are not in a great mood, but then you have to go on stage and deliver a speech, or you have to be at work and deliver a presentation. So it's also about how do you switch that emotional state into something that is more appropriate for the presentation you're about to give. It's like actors. They are, the really great actors, the ones who win awards. They are able to do that is because they're able to tap into whatever emotional states they have. They have access to their different emotional states without having to actually be in a bad mood in the moment. They can just remember some angry incident in their life, and they use the emotions from that incident and they project it into the current scene that they're acting out. And really, when we are expressing ourselves to people who matter to us, and or giving a speech, or you're in a bad mood but you have to go on stage and perform a positive upbeat song, it's really just about that. Is how do we get access to the different parts of ourselves and bring that out in the right moment. And the first step to being able to do that, you have to take time to be with yourself. We have to take time to get to know ourselves. What are we really feeling? To get in touch with our emotional state. And a lot of times I think there's a negative idea that we're always supposed to be happy and we're always supposed to be positive and upbeat and uplifting. But most of the time we don't actually feel that way. Most of the time we feel confused, we feel scared, we feel uncertain, we feel sad, we feel angry. We're not always positive and upbeat, and it's totally okay, because all these emotions are a part of us too, and all these emotions are a part of the human experience. And in order to become more adept at expressing yourself, we have to be okay with feeling all of these emotions and feeling the whole spectrum of emotions and feeling the depth of how deep these emotions are within ourselves. But the first step to be able to do that is still setting aside time to just be with yourself and to connect with yourself. And how you want to go about doing that, it really depends from person to person. Personally, I like to just take time to myself, go somewhere where there's some nice scenery. Usually I like being beside water, so I like to just sit by a water place and like look out over the water at the scenery and at the sky, and just be with my thoughts and be with myself and feel whatever it is that I'm feeling, and maybe write a few thoughts down and a few journal a little bit as I'm doing that. So it's different for everybody. If you're more physically oriented, maybe you like doing something more active, but the key thing is to turn inwards into yourself also, and to see what's there, see what are the thoughts you have, what is it that is really going through your what are you really going through emotionally, and get more in touch with that. Because it's only when we really take time to get to know ourselves and get connected with ourselves, then we can become more authentically ourselves, because we are more comfortable with who we are. And then when it comes to expressing ourselves in an authentic and genuine way, it becomes a lot easier to get into the state that you need to in order to express exactly what you mean, versus just saying all the right words but there's no real meaning and real essence and real emotional reaching out in the words that you're saying. So if you have enjoyed today's video, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And you can also reach me through any one of my links. My email and my website are all in the write-ups below. And I'll see you next week.